Week 2 of the Lindsay Clancy murder trial begins tomorrow, with prosecutors expected to drill down on their core assertion. They're arguing that the mother of 3 was not suffering from postpartum psychosis when she strangled her 3 children, as the defense contends. WBZ's Logan Hall has been speaking with our legal analyst about what to expect.
It was an emotional week of testimony in the Lindsay Clancy trial. We heard from her ex-husband, Patrick Clancy, as well as the first responders who painfully described finding her 3 children fatally injured. In Plymouth Superior Court last week, first responders were questioned about the specifics of what that scene looked like when they arrived at the Clancy's Duxbury home, detailing the conditions that Lindsay Clancy and her children were in. Firefighters tried reviving Callan and Cora Clancy by giving them CPR. First responders also attempted intubation and CPR to revive Dawson, but were unable to restart heart activity. WBZ legal analyst Jennifer Roman says it was the goal of the prosecution to grab the jury with emotional testimony from the start.
The prosecution really wanted to grab the jury, and kind of are hoping, I think, that the extreme cruelty here and the nature of these murders and the young victims it's just so horrific that is really going to stay with the jury as they move forward with this trial.
Roman says that this week we can expect to hear expert testimony, calling on a number of medical professionals.
So from the prosecution standpoint, we're going to hear, I anticipate, testimony that the medications that she was on would not lend itself to tipping her over the edge into a psychosis.
When it comes to which way the jury may be leaning after that first week in court, Roman says it's too soon to tell, and what we are likely to hear in court this week could provide important context.
Right now, I think it's too early to tell which way this is heading. Once that expert testimony comes in, again, which is sort of the heart of this, once that expert testimony comes in, I think that's really where we're going to get a sense of, is the prosecution meeting their burden? Are they going to be able to prove what they need to prove beyond a reasonable doubt?
Now, Roman says she expects the expert witness testimony to dive deep into that mix of medications that Lindsay Clancy was prescribed and the potential effects that can have on one's state of mind, particularly during a significant mental health episode. In studio, I'm Logan Hall, WBZ News.
Logan, thanks for that.